All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris Unholy Jesus. Yeah.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, and welcome back to another episode of the Media Hijack. This is episode 262. Before we get started, if you guys want to get some official Media Hijack t-shirts, the site is back up, but the website name is a little different. It's just the mediahijack.bigcartel.com.
There you go.
Or, just message me. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, hit us up.
Yeah. Also, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, give us that 5-star frog splash. All right.
Let's get it.
To the show. All right, so today we're going to be talking about sleep paralysis. The nightmare that feels real, to me, is a nightmare that is real.
Yeah, man.
To me, sleep paralysis, I don't play with sleep paralysis.
Man, it's a scary phenomenon, man. Very scary.
Yeah, it's very scary. And I think if I can count how many times I've had it, easily, probably 300 times. My whole life. And I'm not even exaggerating. People's like, no, you're a liar. No. There's some nights where that shit happened 3-4 times in a night.
Man.
At night. This is not even a nap. I'm getting this shit at night when it's scary.
Man, that all-nighter. That's demon time, too. That's what, 3 o'clock at night, too?
What's more scary, like, if you're living by yourself and it happens, it's more scary because the noises you hear, you know there's nobody else in the house.
Right.
It's just you, big dog. It's just you. That's the scary part.
Alone in the dark.
If you're living by yourself and you get sleep paralysis, that ain't Ricardo.
Man.
That's not Becky making that noise. No. To me, that's the most scariest part is when sleep paralysis does happen and I'm trying to be all cool. It's like, whatever, it's nothing. But then you start hearing voices and I'm like, fuck, man.
That ain't me.
And I know that ain't nobody else.
That is not me.
That's the part where it gets scary. And then remember how I was telling you how, like, the last big time it happened, where I didn't care no more. I was like, man, I don't care about this sleep paralysis no more. Where I just gave up. I wasn't fighting nothing.
Right.
I came out of my body, which is even more scarier, because I wasn't ready. I didn't even know stuff like this could even happen until it actually happened, and I saw my own body, and then I flew out the roof.
Damn, full astral, baby.
Full astral projection. I was like, holy shit, it's real. Because I was awake, man. I wasn't asleep.
Bob says they be happening around 3 to 4 in the morning. Yeah, man, that's that demon hour right there. That's where shit gets really weird.
That's weird, huh? It's weird how, like, when we wake up in the middle of the night, it's usually around 2-3 o'clock.
Yeah, man. I don't even like going to the bathroom around that time. I ain't trying to see nothing. Man. I don't want to hear nothing. Because there's been times I've walked into this man cave right here. I have a chair over here. Thought my dad was sitting in it one morning when I came in there. I was like, oh, God. Scared the shit out of me. But it was just the hat. It was the hat. But it's like it was a hat on top of my...
Your dad?
Yeah, this is like last week. Like,
it's after. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is like recent. It scared the shit out of me.
It probably is.
I was like, oh, God. And I turned the light. I was like, I was like, good night, Dad. Because I have his urn and stuff right here. But it's all in the corner. I got all this stuff.
That's probably him, man. Because, you felt it, right?
Damn. Yeah, I was like, scared me. You scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, it's scary. Bob says, but the thing is, I wake up automatically at 3 a.m. to pee every day. Disgusting. And she said, that probably is your dad. Dude,
yeah,
I think so.
I did for a second. I thought so for a second, too. When I saw it, I was like, let's try this again, but I won't be as scared next time. But shit,
yeah, that's still scary, dude.
Yeah, scared me. Oh, thanks, Bob. Yeah, that's all I know he good.
He's trying to peek at you, see if you're touching yourself.
What you doing in that bathroom, boy?
I knew it. But yeah, sleep paralysis. The crazy thing about it is that millions of people across the globe from different cultures, they all experience the same shit. Like they would see dark figures. I've seen a silhouette of a girl's head like near the bed because I
Oh
decided to
my
open up
god.
my eyes and I'm like, no, close my eyes. And then I panicked.
Close it.
My toes are wiggling.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck.
He's like, nope.
And then another thing is like some people, they feel pressure on their chest. This happened to me a few times. The last time it happened to me, it was so aggressive, dude. It felt like when it was happening, I felt like a whole forearm smash like my head down like this, right? And it felt
Oh,
like metal, like the arm felt like metal because it kept pushing down on my head. And I was like,
right,
what
right.
the fuck kind of sleep paralysis is this shit?
Right.
And this was like back then when Lizzie was still living here. You know the dog, the
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Lizzie, she saw me, I guess, suffocating. Lizzie, she looked at me. She just jumped on my head to free me.
Oh,
Right. And this happened in the middle of the night. She jumped on my head, and then she just went back to bed. But she, I woke up. I was like, thank God. I was like, that was too much.
this is like my job here is done. He's
Yeah.
like,
She's like, what the hell? Big Daddy needs help.
you good?
Pounce jumped right on my head, and then she went back to sleep.
Big Daddy, I can hear you not breathing.
Yeah, I was like, Big Daddy, like, what the fuck? Who's fucking with you? Yeah.
Oh man, shout out to Lizzie.
Yeah, she was a cool dog. She felt like a protector because, like, in the middle of the night, she'll just bark at the window for no reason at night. I'm like, stop being silly. But in the inside, I was like, man, that ghost better leave.
Yeah, but you gotta pretend that the
Yeah.
ghost ain't there.
Yeah, I got pretend I was like, man, this ain't nothing. Inside, like, man, fucking Lizzie
It's
saw
just
something.
the wind. Like,
I was like, Lizzie, stop barking. It's nothing. I was like, better scare that motherfucker away.
like, thank you.
Bob says one time she saw the Reaper in the corner. See, that's another
nope.
thing. People, they all have stories of them seeing something in the corner of their bedroom. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen anything?
Nah, man. Like it's crazy. Like we've done this show what 262 episodes, and as far as I know, we have never done a full blown episode of this.
Right.
But we talk about the same stories a lot, and I'm the only story that I've ever had with the supernaturalness of sleep paralysis. Is like this shit crazy, bro. This is like my junior or senior year of high school, right? And I woke up one morning. My mom like knocked on the door, like, "Hey, Chris, get up. Time to go to school. Whatever, whatever." And I'm laying in bed and I couldn't move. Now I usually like have this habit back in the day. I used to always leave my TV on at night, and I would wake up every morning to the news all the time. And so I tried to get up and move, and I couldn't. And my body felt like static. I don't want to explain it, man. My whole body felt like static, and I was like, "What?" And my eyes were moving around. And on the news, they were like. This is crazy. On the news, it was like this guy named John Carr. I mentioned this before. John Carr was a guy who was like back like almost 20 years ago now, probably over 20 years. He came out and said that he killed John Benet Ramsey. He's like, I did it. Whatever. I loved her. I fell in love with John Benet. Like this man was crazy. And as he was talking on the news, I could hear a little girl's voice talking to my ear like, it was John. John did this to me. And I was like, what the
What?
And I couldn't move. And then when I got out of it, I was like, oh my God. And then I never had nothing like that ever again. I don't.
Beep, beep, beep. I know who killed
Right?
her.
Right? John Carr did it. But yeah, they mentioned him like probably about 10, like maybe like within the past 10 years ago in the news. He's still alive. He's still out there. And he's still claiming that like he had a relationship with this little girl and he was obsessed with her because he would go to beauty pageants and stuff. And then he's still like, he claims that he did it. And I'm like, wow.
Hey,
Well,
clip this part.
I was like, if it's true, I talked to that little girl from the other side, bro. She told me, like, it's
Dude,
him,
clip
man.
it, put this shit on TikTok, and let that shit spread, man. That dude, he need to be held accountable for what he did.
Yeah, they just like, and because nobody ever went to jail for it. Nobody ever went to jail for killing her. So
Damn.
that's my only experience. So like, I've never had like the shadow demons or anything like that, or like I never saw anything visually. I just remember like looking at the ceiling. I couldn't move. My eyes darting back and forth like this, and my body feeling staticky, and I'm trying to like I could feel myself physically trying to shake out of it, but couldn't. It's almost like I was just stuck in like in a stasis or something. And then I could just hear like that's when I heard like a little girl's voice tell me like it was John Carr. John Carr did this to me. And
John
I was
Carr
like,
did it.
I was like, what? What is going on? I'm tripping.
That's wild, man.
Yes, I never saw no demons. So shout out to anybody
Not
who
yet.
sees demons.
Not yet.
No, right, not yet. Don't.
I wish
No.
you sleep paralysis tonight.
No, man. Don't let it be John Benet Ramsey. Please don't. Oh God. She back.
Bob says she had one with an alien. She said he was squishy because she grabbed his arm.
What?
That's probably real, dude. She probably had like a encounter, like an
Yeah,
abduction encounter. You think
maybe.
like shit like that be happening? Like when you're in paralysis mode, you're being worked on by like aliens?
Yeah, what if it's like this thing is like, okay, we see the world around us like this. We can touch the air and everything like that. But of course, we always, talk about like layers to our reality. So it's like our world, like three-dimensional world, and then another layer. And what if like in sleep paralysis, that other layer is working on us in the three-dimensional world? Like we can't interact with it, but it can interact with
Like
us.
Westworld,
Yeah, but we
kind
can't
of.
do nothing. We can't even see it. We don't even know.
Damn. They're probably working on us right now. Like, man, that's too deep. I don't think my brain can even wrap around that shit.
I know in the Doctor Strange comic book, he had this one issue I read, really dope, man, where like Doctor Strange is like, he's walking down the street, everyday ordinary life of Doctor Strange. I think he's like going to a coffee shop, but he has like he's able to like adjust the filter of his vision to see like regular three-dimensional world around us and can see like the spiritual world around us and type of stuff, right? And he's walking down the street, and when he shifts his filter of his vision to like another field, he sees people walking around with like these type of like things on the side of their head, or all types of creatures just walking around climbing on the side of buildings, shit that like insane like stuff you would think you would see like in a nightmare. And he's like talking about like how in everyday life, people walk around and some people wonder why they're depressed. And it's probably like they're being drained by a creature from the other side. But, but he also explains too that most of these creatures that latch onto humans like a parasite and this is like basically on another layer of like of our existence is like sucking like, on their head. They say like sometimes like a lot of these creatures for the most part just feed on like bacteria and stuff like that. Most of them are harmless, but there are some out there that when they attach to or whatever, and then a lot of times you'll be walking past like a building or a street lamp post and there's actually a creature hanging from it, but you can't see it, but it's
Right.
just there. So it's like a whole nother layer of existence that we can't even interact with or see, but it sees us and interacts with us.
Dude,
It's trippy, man.
I think
Trippy,
there's some
trippy.
truth to that, man. Because you know how they say when you hang around like a certain like crowd of people, like let's say it's like the bad crowd, bad shit starts happening to you.
Yeah, the
Because
vibe, man.
maybe like whatever is sucking on them, whatever dark energy is on them, that shit transferred to you. So now you got that same energy that they had. That's why they say be careful who you hang around with, because you're gonna end
Yeah,
up becoming like the people you hang around with.
man, yeah, the company you keep, man. That's real.
Dude, that's why I don't chill with nobody. So
Yeah, man. I remember learning that when I was a kid, and my
true
mom
loner,
teaching.
let's go. Yep.
When I was a kid, like growing up, like that's how like our mom, like my mom taught us like that whole if all your friends jumped off the bridge, would you types like it's like talking stuff with it, and and then growing up, I would always listen to my mom about this advice about the people that you hang out with because eventually people are going to stop trying to judge you off of individual and as an individual. They're going to judge you based off the people you keep hanging yourself around with. Yeah, and that's a lot harder to prove that you're different from them when you just keep hanging out with them, man.
Right. Yep. Watch who you hang out with, man.
Yeah,
That's why if you hang around like a lot of millionaires, dude, it's inevitable. You're gonna become a millionaire too.
it rubs off on you.
It has to. Man, we should go to like a soccer game and make millionaire friends. Just to hang out, kick it and shit. Next thing you're like, oh shit, that's how your brain works.
They're like security.
You guys really play like that? You know?
Yeah, security being in the heartbeat.
But yeah, sleep paralysis. So like for me, when I know sleep paralysis is about to happen, I start hearing like vibrations, like a buzzing sound. It's like zzz, and then I was like, oh shit is about to happen. And then right when I'm about to wiggle, boom, I get snapped into sleep paralysis instantly.
Damn.
Body locked up like fuck. I was like, damn, they got me.
Do you remember your ever first sleep paralysis experience?
Yep.
Like ever?
It was like in middle school when I was working a summer job as a custodian at Bab Middle School.
Oh,
And
shit.
they would give us 2-hour lunches, and we would we would eat like in the library, watch a movie, and then take a nap. And that was our
You was a
routine.
custodian?
Yeah, as a summer job.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
It was
okay, okay. I
when
thought
I
it
was
was
still
like,
in high school, like maybe sophomore year, some shit like that.
oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry, my mistake. I kept thinking you said you was in middle school when you did this. I was like, wait, they had you
Oh,
working
I
in middle
worked at a
school?
middle school. My bad.
You worked at a middle school.
I
You weren't in
worked at a
middle
middle
school. Okay,
school,
my
but I
bad.
was like a
My bad.
sophomore, and I did like 2 years, like as a
Mm,
summer job. Made a few $1,000s in a
okay.
month, and for a kid, that's a lot of money.
Shit, I
Yeah,
lost my mind. I got a $400 check when I was a teenager. That was like
yeah. That that
thousand is
summer job
insane.
check. I bought like an electric guitar. Dude, I
Nice.
bought a car. My mom told me to take it back. I was like, what the hell? Because it was like
Was
a
it the same?
junky. It was a junky car. No, it was like a Nissan 240.
What if
But
I got did see that
it's
car?
known as a junky car. But this was when I was trying to get into the drifting shit.
Yeah, yeah,
But then
yeah.
she
That was
kind
ahead
of
of time.
ruined like my feel for like, oh, do I want to fuck with cars? I like fuck it. But yeah. But yeah, that's when I first got sleep paralysis, was in that library. And then it happened to me. And then I looked at my cousin, right? Because he was still awake. And I'm trying to get his attention by moving my eyes like, and then he saw me.
Wake up.
Right. I was trying to do Morse code. I was like, help, help. And then he shook my body so hard. I woke up. I was like, damn. I was like, what took you so long to save me? He was like, I don't know. You look like you were doing something weird. So that's why I was trying to shake you. But he knew it was happening to me.
It was off, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause when he shook me, right, it felt like this, like a little tap. But he said he
But he was
shook me
like
like
shaking.
this in real life.
Man.
I was like, damn.
But you was deep.
Yeah. Then ever since that, I've been getting them back to back all the way into my adult life. I say up until last year.
But I
I
haven't had
think
any this year yet.
I think when it stopped is when I got sleep. I mean, when I got the astral projection,
Yeah,
and
you
then I
tapped into
wanted to get
something.
it, and then I stopped getting it.
It's like, all right,
Weird,
ride's
huh?
over. It's like,
Yeah. So I was like,
oh,
damn,
that
I
sucks.
missed out on all these rides the whole time. I missed out on the whole astral projection experience.
Maybe that's the final stage. So maybe that what he's like,
I
are you
Yeah, I
passed?
hit it one time, and then like, nope, don't give it to him no more. He know
It's
now.
like, it's like, see, now you want it too bad. Like,
Yeah, I was even telling Bob and you guys to write a note so I could visit you guys.
yeah,
I couldn't even test that shit out.
I still have it too somewhere. It's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
I still
like,
got
man,
it.
and it's been over a year because it happened in April of last year.
Oh wow,
Yeah, I wrote it down. Yeah,
yeah.
it's been a whole year.
Oh wow,
Yep.
damn, ruined, ruined.
I was like, damn. So the 300 times I had sleep paralysis, I could have been flying that whole time. 300
Man, you were
times.
up a thread 300 times of flight logs. Like
Yeah,
that's like every
300
flight I was
flight
in.
log times. I was
It's a
like,
lot,
damn.
man. An expert.
Yeah. But I think I had it the other night, but it happened so fast where I couldn't even get into that mode where I was like, let me write this out because it happened so fast.
So basically, it's like the entire time it's like you were trying to like maybe escape the body. It took you 300 times to do it though. It took you 300 times to escape the body, but
Well, I didn't know it was possible like that. I didn't even know that's how you even do that.
yeah, that was gonna lead to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know. Because when it did happen the first time when I got the astral projection, immediately when I came back to my body, I was still wide awake. I started researching on YouTube immediately. I was like, hey, is it possible for someone to have astral projection through sleep paralysis? And then this dude came up. His name is Darius Wright, something like that.
Right.
He looked like Jason Momoa. He got long hair. And he explains the whole process of saying how sleep paralysis is the gateway to astral projection, like the easiest way to do it. If I
Damn.
would have known that like fucking 10 years ago, I probably would have been a
Oh
different
man, you would
person
have been
right
on
now.
it.
Yeah, I probably would have been on a different level, like seeing stuff I'm not supposed to see. Who knows? They might have
Dang.
fucking kidnapped my ass by now because I probably seen too much.
It's like you went to ancient Egypt.
Yeah,
What they
because they're saying
used.
like the spiritual people, they're saying there's places where you cannot go to because it's spiritually protected by astral projectors.
Right, right,
Like
right.
they
It's
guard
protected.
that realm. Like if you're trying to go, like for example, you're trying to go to like a secret military base where the
Hmm.
public has no access to, and then they say some people they try to go to these bases, but then they're pushed out by like people that's guarding it in the astral realm,
Yeah, man. They
and
probably
like
got their own. The government got their own remote viewers.
yeah, they got their
You're like,
own spiritual
hold up.
guardians, spiritual
Yeah.
bodyguards, which is crazy, right? It's far fetched. Like it's hard to believe that shit unless you're actually seeing it for yourself. But I just
This
heard
is like,
stories.
yeah, I can imagine too, like in a spiritual, universal way, where astral projection is just a natural occurrence. It's a natural thing that you could do if you get your mind on that level. But I can see too where if it's possible for the universe to do it, why would the military have that? Like, why wouldn't they try to replicate that same type of thing using like MK Ultra and stuff to basically like, hey, like let's do what the universe can do unnaturally to the like, well, what humans can naturally do, but let's kind of like you know. Basically engineer our own version of it, I guess, or whatever. Like it's an artificial version of it, I guess, through the military, through LSD or whatever they seemed like they were trying to do back then. Because there's like movies like Talking to Ghosts and stuff. They was really trying to get like type of shit, like bad.
Yeah, they
It
were
was
really
really
trying it. Like it wasn't
yeah,
like woo shit. It was like, hey, if somebody else in another country is capable of doing this, like
yeah,
even if it's fake or not, we still got to go through like the process, like just to verify if it's real or not. And I
yeah.
think they did found out like, oh, holy shit, this shit is real. Like you can actually like travel through like an astral realm with your consciousness like still intact, but your body's
Right.
like in static mode, but you're moving around in places.
And
And that's where
you
the whole
everywhere.
remote viewing shit, like with the whole Stranger Things, what was it called? Like the Philadelphia Project? No, that was something else. The Montauk Project.
Yeah, the Montauk Project. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, where they're using kids and seeing how their psychic ability, like how strong it is, and dude, kids are probably
Try-
the best vessel for it.
Yeah, man. When you're an adult, your brain's all polluted, man. You know, absorb too much propaganda or whatever. When you're a
Yep.
kid, you can still be molded, and you still have like probably more of an imagination than you do as a child than probably as an adult. Because kids just daydream, have
Yeah.
imaginary friends. Like the kids got imaginations are like shaped to like they're the shape to be molded, man. The
Man, if I
perfect.
can go into my kid brain and see how I was thinking like as a kid, that'll be a fun experience, man.
Oh man, mine's probably just full of like Saturday morning cartoons. Like just all
Yeah. Because I remember like a lot of times where, I would act out my thoughts and then I get my ass beat up by my mom because she didn't like how I behaved.
yeah.
And then like slowly but surely, like over time, like I had to self police myself because I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get my ass whooped again. So, it kind of killed like my childhood, kind of. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I can
okay, I
see
can't
that.
act this way because I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Right, right.
And
It's
then
a
I looked
stop
at
to
how
yeah.
all these American act, like as kids, I was like, damn, I was like, their parents let them do anything. Now they're like
Yeah, no,
celebrity, they're like celebrities, they're making all this money, and because they are so free, they're so. In the Asian
it's like
households, like, nah,
yeah, not
gotta
actually not
calm
even a lot of
down.
black households. A lot of black households the same way too. My parents was like, man, my parents did not play that. Man, if I acted like there's one time I knocked a jar of pickles over in a commissary one time. Man,
Yeah, yeah.
my parents didn't play with that shit, man. It's like you better not act up in public. Like you look like we can leave you at home or you can come with us. But if you come with us, you better not act up. So it
And
was
you
fair
knocked the
warning.
pickles over?
Yeah, I did one time. That was like I
Mm,
touched it. My mom was like, I told you not to touch anything, and that was it.
I would have
That
beat
was
your
it.
ass too.
Next stop, ass whoopingville. Man, I would whip my ass. Like that was a big
Damn.
ass drop pickles too. They charged my mom for it.
Damn. Yeah, yeah. You probably deserve that one.
Yeah, man. This is back in the 90s. Yeah, there was but it was never like for me, mine was all about my parents always like I grew up in a household where my parents was always like, if we don't teach you how to act right, the world will. And they're not gonna be nice about it as we are. In fact, they're probably gonna throw your ass in jail if you don't
Hmm.
stop. So my person's like, look, so these ass whoopings or whatever we gotta do to get you straight, understand it's our job to get you ready for them in the world. Cause they shouldn't have to deal with you. It's like that.
Yeah.
So my parents is very like I lived in like man, you can be asking my friends, like, yeah, Chris, especially my dad. Oh man, my dad did not play. Man, but I used to hang out with friends and when they do bad shit, I'm like, oh man, my dad gonna beat my ass, bro. I would be the first thing like my dad gonna kill me, bro. Like I was that friend, like, oh, I was like, my dad gonna kill me, bro. Y'all just don't know. He crazy.
Well, you turned out good. You don't seem like super
Yeah,
reckless and shit.
they scared me straight. They scared me straight.
All right, so what is sleep paralysis? To start the episode. So, like, sleep paralysis happens when your brain wakes up before your body fully exits the REM sleep. So, REM sleep stands for, I think, it's rapid eye movement.
Eye movement, yeah.
It's when you're like super deep sleep. So, like, before you hit that super deep sleep, you wake up, and then this was the part where where it makes sense how your body stays paralyzed, because it's just your body protecting you from acting out your dreams, so you don't be like punching shit. Like your body's like shut down mode, right? But then your brain is like, oh shit, I forgot to go to sleep, but your body's still asleep. So this is why you see everything, and then this is where your brain is in between this reality and then on the other side of the veil, which is where it gets paranormal.
Have you ever like? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt right quick because I have you ever like sleep like while you were sleeping like and you like kick somebody or punch somebody next to you in your sleep like or moved or did something in your sleep like because you was like doing something in your dream as an action. Yeah, I did that once. I think I kicked somebody once like in my sleep. I was like, oh my bad. Like I was riding. I think I was riding a bike though. I was
Damn,
like,
they got a fucking. What's it, Liu Kane bicycle kick?
Oh, you talking about the bicycle kick?
Yeah, the bicycle. Whoop, 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 whoop. Damn.
Yeah, I
tore that back up.
Right.
Yeah, I do like jerks a lot. Like what I'll just out of nowhere, just my back leg will go whoop like a horse. And if you're in the way, dude, that's your spine. That's spinal injury.
Spinal.
Yeah. Because you ever have dreams where like you're falling and then you just jerk real fast?
Oh man, a lot.
Yeah. The last time it happened to me, like I jerked so hard, it was so funny, dude. I couldn't stop laughing. And I was by myself. And it was so funny. I was like, that's funny. But nobody saw it.
It's just me.
It's just me. All right, so why sleep paralysis feels so real? So this is what makes sleep paralysis terrifying. Your brain is partially awake and partially dreaming. The hallucinations are layered onto your real environment. So instead of a normal dream, you actually see your bedroom, your ceiling, your door, your furniture. And then your brain adds the shadows, the figures, the alien beings, the ghosts, the girl with long hair and silhouette, the sounds, the movements, voices, creatures. Dude, I heard it all, dude. I think one of the scariest moments of my sleep paralysis career happened when I was living in Ellenwood, Georgia. That one house next to your old house.
Yeah.
When it happened, right, I started hearing kids playing outside. This was like 3 a.m. I was like, there's no kids playing outside. But I could hear them yelling, jump roping. I was like, this is weird. But then I felt the end of my bed sink down to where my foot was at. Like somebody was sitting at the end of the bed. And I felt my legs go down. I was like, fuck. But I started hearing chains. Like somebody had chains on their legs or their hands, right? So then I felt my legs go up. The bed went up. And then I heard him running from the end of the bed. He ran so fast up to my neck, right? And I felt his whole head on my shoulder, breathing like super loud, like, right? And then I heard the chains and everything. And then he was like, like gibberish. Gibberish. He's like, yo. I was like, what the hell? and I can feel his breath, everything. That shit was so scary, dude, because it was so real. Like you could feel it. You could feel the thickness of his face, everything, just sitting on like my neck, whispering in my ear, gibberish.
It's by far the worst sleep paralysis story ever. That is a crazy one.
Dude, I got so scared.
By far the
'cause
craziest.
If I think it lasted like 2 hours, man.
Damn.
Because it wasn't from like, because when I got out of it, the sun was out. And then I left the house and I waited outside because I was so scared to go back in the house. Even though Bob and Jeremy was living at the house, I was like outside. Just wait because I was so scared. I was like, that's not normal.
On the front steps, just
Yeah,
chilling.
that was like the most hardcore sleep paralysis experience I have ever had.
Yeah, it sounds violent as hell. Aggressive.
Yeah, it was. The dude was thick, man. I can feel it. But yeah, but my eyes was closed the whole time because I was so scared to open them. But I heard everything.
Damn. All in your ear.
All in my ear. Like I could feel like his drool coming out of his mouth because he was just whispering sweet nonsense.
He's like, what are
I
you
was like, this
saying?
ain't normal, man. This is not normal. But the first thing I thought of when I came out of it, I was like, did I deserve that? Or am I supposed to like experience that?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I was like, that's a bit much, man.
Chill, daddy, yo. Just go back to the
I'd
corner.
rather take the fucking old hag sitting on my chest than that shit.
Right, that was a bit much.
Yeah.
This is your first day on the job. You trying to?
I was like, that's a little too hard. But yeah, like people they see like the old hag sitting on them, but I've never experienced that. What's up, Stu
Old
Jersey?
hag. Yo, what up, Stu? Yeah, old hag. That's like the OG one. That's the one I always hear about the most out of anybody. Like as far as like experiences of what people have seen in their, the sleep paralysis experience has been an old hag in a corner or on the chest or something pressing on their chest like this. This is
Right.
one of these.
Or the Hat Man. Have you ever heard of that?
I think we talked about the Hat Man in one episode. I think that's what it is. We did an episode about Hat Man before. Yes, we did.
Yeah, like what's that one show on Netflix? It's A House on a Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
They actually have the story, like one of the episodes where they actually saw a Hat Man floating through the hallway. But here's my theory about that, dude. I don't think no Asian person has ever seen a Hat Man. You know who only sees it? No racist, but you know who only sees that shit?
White people.
White people. On God, real shit.
Yeah, no, they see all the crazy shit.
Dude, you can ask 1,000 Asian people that had sleep paralysis, have you ever seen the Hat Man? They're going to be like, hell no. What the fuck is that?
I don't
I've seen
think
a
that's even
Demon
black,
Girl. I've never seen no damn Hat Man.
I don't think I've even heard of black folks say anything about Hat Man. Shit, I've heard black folks say more about Candyman than Hat Man, and Candyman ain't even real. Candyman in a movie.
Speaking of
Like,
black people, right? In Nigeria, you know what they see?
What?
The devil.
Oh wow. I can see that.
But, I mean, come on. The devil can come in any form, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why they gotta be like, why gotta be the devil? Because you
Yeah,
can't
I mean,
explain it? It could be a demon.
yeah, maybe it could be one of the things. It's kind of like I don't know how else to explain it other than it looked like how we perceive would be a devil. Could have been something else entirely though.
Dude, speaking of demon, right? A long time ago when I was I think I was like in 8th grade or something, and I used to share a bedroom with my brother Robert.
Yeah.
And this fool out of nowhere starts yelling like in his sleep.
Jesus.
And I could hear him because we had I wasn't in the same bedroom as him. He was in my sister's old bedroom. But I could hear him from my room. And he's just yelling. He was like, I was like, why is he yelling at 6 a.m? Like my dad's about to whoop his ass.
Yeah, right. It's like the real monster
I
about
was
to
like,
show up.
what the hell? Dude. And then he told me, he was like, guess what I saw? I was like, what? He's like, I saw a guy with red glowing eyes looking at me while he was sleeping. He's like, that's why he was yelling. I was like,
Makes
I believed
sense.
him. I was like, because he would not yell like that in the morning to wake up the whole family.
Yeah, right. Now
So
if
he
you knew the ass,
saw the guy with red glowing eyes, man.
yeah, now if you knew ass whooping was coming, you wouldn't be screaming like that.
Because my dad was like, what the hell are you doing at 6 in the morning yelling like that?
Bob says that's the famous room.
Dude, that same room, right? Bob said when she was sleeping there, she said she saw like a lady's burnt arm, I guess on her head or something. What was the story, Bob? You said you saw like a burnt lady. She said she saw
Oh,
a
a
burnt family
family.
like knocking on the door.
Oh God, that's everybody.
Yeah, so that room was like infamous for having like weird shit happen. And then guess what? I end up wanting to move into that room for some reason.
This is the one in
I was like, I want this to be my next room.
this is the one in Morrow, right?
Yeah, my mom's house.
Wow. Hey, look, I heard some stories about Clayton County back in the day. It was man, there's a tree by old the Rex Mill, like down the street from Adamson Middle School, and then they got like the old Rex Mill. You remember like that? It's like a red bridge. It used to be like, I guess if you're going to like Rex, like this, basically it's in Rex. There's a bridge out there in Rex, and there's a tree where they used to hang like black folks from there and stuff like that. And I heard about that back when I was in elementary school, and I heard about it
What?
in middle school, and I heard about it in high school. Now if you drive on that side of town where like Adamson Middle School's at, and you keep going straight all the way down, there's like a freeway, like almost like a freeway overpass. And old
Oh,
Rex,
that bridge.
yeah, and old Rex, that one that's like used to be like a bridge where it's like one way, and only like cars had to take turns across it. I remember that, but yeah, that old Rex is like they just built a bridge that went completely over that small town, like little small portion now. But there used to be a spot where they used to like murder black folks at. So, and that was just right down the street from like that in the same area as like where you guys is at too. So I'm like, man, I don't know. I've heard some weird stuff about that side of town since I was a kid. I don't know. So
Damn.
that story I think checks out, man. Because I've heard stories back from like as a child about. Because I never like I lived in that part of Ellenwood, but then the house that my mom stays in now, we moved out there on that side of town in '93. We're like right on the edge of Clayton County. Like I'm talking about like if you walked out of the neighborhood and then went like a block up, if that, you was already in Henry County. So yeah, we was like we were at the very edge of Clayton County. But I always heard stories about like that side, man. It's got a history side. A burnt up house with family in it. It sounds.
Shit, it seemed like they
Sounds about
visit
right.
Bob. I think Bob,
Man.
she's like a magnet for the supernatural.
You never seen the TV show The Medium? That like this is it's a
I
great show.
probably have.
It's this lady who's able to communicate with ghosts, and the ghosts are like, solve my murder. That's what Bob is. Bob is a medium. And they be like, hey, like solve our murder that happened back in like 1972. She's like,
I
oh, I gotta
think
get
Bob
like
could be a medium. Yeah.
you could, man.
Yeah, like if she put her mind to it.
Straight up.
Cause
Quit
you
your
ever
job and
hear
go
like
full time. It's a medium.
like people like they have a family member passed away, and then next thing you know they get a weird ass phone call from them, and it sounds like they're
Oh
trying to say
man.
something, but you know it's clearly it's not them. You believe that?
Right, they be on that line. Yeah, I've seen episodes of like unsolved mysteries where people like I heard my grandfather on the other side of the line, but my grandfather died like 5 years ago, but he told me to go up into the floorboard and there's a shoebox under there. And they were like, oh shit, it's some treasure or something. Yeah, I've heard like plenty of stories of
That makes me
telephones.
want to hide a treasure just so I can come back and tell you guys, hey, go to these coordinates,
He's like, all right, go to these coordinates right here. Enter
and
your
then it'll
cell
just be
phone.
like a joke, you know, like psych.
Right. Ah!
It made you do all this for nothing. I ain't got no money. My bad.
Gotcha.
I used all my money.
I used it all on drugs.
Molly, let's go. Let me take a break real quick. We come back. I'm gonna be talking about the fake awakening loop, which is
Ooh.
still tied into sleep paralysis. And then I have my own personal story about this. All right, so the fake awakening loop. So a Redditor described waking up from sleep paralysis only to realize that they're still asleep over and over and over again.
Whoa.
Yeah, they said they woke up in bed, they walked around their house normally, and then they're like, something felt off. And then they suddenly snapped back into, their paralyzed mode again. And they said this repeated over 15 times.
Oh.
So eventually they stopped knowing what's real. And then he said the final loop ended with somebody knocking on the bedroom door. But they lived alone. Plot twist.
Oh.
So he probably never woke up from it. And I have a similar story to this, but it wasn't to the extent of happening 15 times. It happened 3 times.
Okay.
So when I used to live with my brother, Fat Man, out in Stockbridge, my bedroom was all the way at the top of the house. It's kind of like, it felt like an attic up there, but it was like a big bedroom with its own restroom and everything.
Cool spot.
And yeah, it's a cool spot. This is where we did the last podcast.
Right.
And I remember Fat Man and his wife was already at work. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take a nap. And I took a nap naked, right? Because I don't give a fuck. And I was taking a nap, right? Ass
Fucking
out, everything. And then suddenly I heard the door opened up. And I was in paralysis mode. And I was like, why would they come in the bedroom without knocking? So I was like, fuck, they're seeing me butt naked right now. And I was, in my head, I was like, damn, this is so embarrassing.
Damn.
Because it was like him and his wife in the room, right? I was like, fuck, and I couldn't move. I'm completely naked. I couldn't even put the blanket on. I was like, this is embarrassing. And I saw him and his wife walking around the room. I was like, what are you guys doing? It was so weird, right? And then they left the room. And then next thing you know, I woke up. And I was like, oh, that was a dream. I was like,
thank God.
I was like, this is so weird. So I went downstairs and I told my brother Fat Man, I was like, guess what? I was like, I had sleep paralysis and you guys are walking upstairs and you guys saw me naked. Excuse me. And he was like, damn, that's weird. He was like, yeah, that's crazy. And I was like telling her about my sleep paralysis experience. And then guess what happened? I woke up again.
Oh!
And I'm back in the bed, paralysis mode, right? And then I got out the paralysis mode. And then I went downstairs. I was like, Fat Man, you're not going to believe this shit. But I just had sleep paralysis. And I was just telling you about my sleep paralysis. And he was like in the garage at this time. Like everything looked real. And I was telling him, I was like, I was just telling you about my sleep paralysis in my last dream. He was like, damn, that's crazy. And meanwhile, he was sweeping the garage. And then guess what happens?
Loop-de-doop.
I woke up again.
Man.
Swear to God. And I was like,
it's like an exception, bro.
I was like, is this real?
That's horrifying, man.
Day,
That's like
I don't know if I'm still extending from that one dream.
Imagine that's like Inception, man. Like imagine like being stuck in like I don't even know if this is real, man. I'm about to jump in front of this martyr train and test this out.
Yeah, I was like, did I ever really woke up, dude? Stu Jersey says bricked up, stuck in paralysis is wild.
Man,
yeah, that's embarrassing, bro. And it's wild, yeah. Bob says I used to get that all the time at the old house. Dude, that shit is so trippy, man. Because the part that tripped me out the most is me telling my brother about my experience. Inside the experience.
Right. 2 times.
Like I was telling a person that probably doesn't even exist about what just happened. I was like, you're not going to believe this. I was sleeping. You guys came in the room while I was butt naked. You're not going to believe it. He was like, he was sweeping. It's like, yeah, that is crazy. And then I woke up again. I was like,
and he never looked at you.
What? Man, that house was a weird house because that was the same house where my niece Ruby, she took a selfie and there was a ghost behind her. That
legendary
house.
Shit.
Way before AI, way before all that shit.
For all the tricks, man.
Yeah, because we actually took that photo, right? And then we asked ChatGPT to detect if that photo was tinkered with. It
Yeah.
said that shit was real, dude.
I was like, I detect no AI modifications.
Yeah, because they look at the depth of the color and everything. Like this is a 100% genuine photo.
It tracks.
I was like, damn, that
Maybe
shit
y'all come
is
from a
real.
supernatural. Maybe y'all come from a supernatural background. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think so, man.
Ruby got ghost
Especially
friends.
with
Bob
Cambodians,
seeing
dude.
ghosts.
Because like our history, our background, it was pretty rough, dude. It
Yeah,
was like
man.
on the same level as the whole Nazi concentration camps, dude.
Man, people having to flee a country. That's like a nightmare. That's straight nightmare fuel.
Well, yeah, that's forced to leave your own country, like for survival.
Man, man, against a government, not like a person, a
Yeah,
whole
that's
system.
trying to kill your own people. Like
Man,
if you were smart or if you were like a celebrity or you're good at music, dude, they would kill you so fast.
kill the arts, man.
Yeah, if
That's
you
how
were a
fascism
doctor, they would
works.
kill you. Like they didn't want no smart people. They didn't want no celebrities. They wanted to start everything completely zero, where they control all the power.
Damn, set everything back to zero.
Yeah, year zero. And
Yeah,
Bob, she
imagine
went
trying to
to
escape.
Cambodia. She saw all that shit.
Imagine trying to escape a country like right now. I don't think people even realize how horrifying it is. Like, imagine if you left your house and the police were trying to arrest you and kill you, and you gotta run, and you have to get out the state of like Georgia or whatever state you live. That's a long way to go to get out and away from a system. Like you can't, all cameras everywhere. Now this is back before they had cameras. Now it's like that's horrifying, man.
Yeah, they would take the babies, right? Like they have like this tree, I guess this famous tree in Cambodia where they take the babies and they would
Hmm.
smash them on the trees, dude.
That's awful, man.
Imagine feeling that energy like in that location.
A
Like
lot of death, man.
there's like a bunch of hotels out there where I was watching these YouTubers they go to and they're trying to see how haunted it is.
Mm.
Dude, the ghosts here, they're not shy at all, dude.
Just like
Especially
just
the
show
kid
up.
ghosts. Dude, the kid ghosts like, what's good?
Ain't
You
nothing
trying to
scarier than a
sleep out
kid ghost.
here?
Ain't nothing scarier than a kid ghost, man. I don't never want to see. I'd rather see an adult ghost.
Yeah, let me
I
get
don't.
that old man.
Yeah, let me get an old man. Or let me get a dog. Let me get a dog ghost if that's
Dude,
even possible.
speaking of dog ghosts, maybe Bob know the story. We used to live in
Mhm.
this one house in San Jose and out in Cali where it was it was built like in the crossroads between the roads and then at the end point is like the cross and then the house is
Right.
right there.
Yeah.
And that house, that shit gotta be haunted, dude. Because we moved there and then we moved out really quick. And
Hmm.
then before we moved out, my dad brought a whole bunch of monks to the house and they did a whole ceremony.
Yeah. I gotta cleanse that.
And I
Yeah.
was like, what's going on? Why is all these monks at this house?
My father like boop boop beep boop. I'm calling for backup. I
Yeah,
know some people.
it was weird, dude. And then this
I
was
know
like the
some
house where my
Ghostbusters.
brother Robert, he said he fell off the bed when he was sleeping, and then he saw like a lady in a white dress in the
Oh
middle of
hell
the
no.
living room. And I think this might be the same house where like we were playing dog and they said they saw a dog run into the kitchen. Dog
Oh,
goes. "Ruff, ruff."
they real. Dog ghosts are real.
Yeah, and my mom, she's super scared of ghosts. So, and my mom told my dad, I was like, "Hey, there's a ghost here. I don't want to live here. It don't matter how poor we are. We gotta pack our bags
I can't stay
and then
here.
take that loss because they took a loss because they had to break that lease. For sure they did because it didn't make sense. Like you grow up, you're like, oh shit, they probably broke a lease.
Oh man, yeah, because the renter ain't gonna be like, okay, I'll break you guys from your lease. Them ghosts, you know how they are. They don't care
Yeah, I
about
was
that.
like, damn. I was like, they were that scared that they would break a lease with how many kids? Like 4 or 5 kids living there at that time,
Dang.
and an immigrant family that's making ends
Man,
meet, breaking lease. That mean my mom had to be super scared.
it was super real. It's like we gotta
Yeah, I was like,
go.
if I speak like better Cambodian, I would want to like revisit that time and then ask her like, what really happened at Augusta High School that led to
Right?
Chris Wood's death. But yeah, I want to know like her side of the story of the house because if you look at our photo album from when we were living at the house,
Mhm.
I remember seeing a picture of me. I was crying, right? Because, they like to pick on me a lot. I was crying in one picture, and they took a picture of me crying. But if you look at the back, a bunch of orbs, dude.
Oh,
Yeah. And this was back in early 90s. And a
damn,
lot of the pictures that was taken at the house had orbs all over that shit.
man. Yeah, y'all definitely be
That kind of made
attracting
me want to go
something.
back and look at it. Because I remember seeing that shit. Is that true, Bob? If she's still in here?
Think so, man. That's trippy though.
Dude,
Trippy.
that house. And then another crazy thing about that house, the front door is all glass, dude. It's just a glass door for the front entrance. And I was
Oh,
a
it's one of
kid. I remember that shit.
like a glass frame, and you
Yeah,
can
like
like
a
see.
glass sliding door. But that was the front
Uh,
entrance was a glass sliding door. I don't know if it's a sliding door, but I remember it was glass. And you know how they said ghosts, they travel through glass. They travel through mirrors. Like that's like the gateway.
yeah, that's how they jump around.
But yeah, we didn't live there for that long. Oh, she said it was a
It's like
sliding door.
sliding door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, and I was like super young, and I remember all this shit like in little details.
Damn. And Bob says I've always had bad dreams living there. That's when you know. That's when you know the spot bad. He's like, I can't get a peaceful night of sleep. What happened here, man?
Yeah, that was
Crazy
some.
though, man. Like I other parts of the world, they take like supernatural shit seriously. America really doesn't though. America don't take that shit. America's like, whatever. Let's make a reality show around it.
Yeah,
Like
they
let's send guys in there with cameras and excavate the site or
yeah
whatever.
they yes. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
joke out here, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But
other
out there, the
countries
rest
they
of the
take it
world,
serious, dude.
man, yeah. That and witches. Witches are still a massive thing out there, man. Especially like in parts of Africa. They don't play that shit. They got like some towns in Africa have like a kill on sight witch order. Like, man, it is
Dude, yeah,
way the
Africa,
way.
Mexico,
Mexico,
huge.
yeah. The Brujas, yeah.
Yeah, dude, they have a whole church that's like dedicated to the people
Yeah, witch
that do
church.
those black magic shit, and
Yeah.
it's like in the same group with the cartels, because the cartel
Yeah,
they
but
fuck with the witches.
yes, they are heavy into that witchcraft stuff, man.
Uh-huh.
Sacrificing stuff for like, hey, I'm about to start my family and build my empire. Get this chicken chopped up and fucking drink this
Dude,
blood and stuff. And they
real
got rituals, legit rituals.
scary,
They actually
man.
have some. They actually have like some cartel leaders. For what I heard, actually have witches on like on supply. Like I'm gonna go like a specific witch that they got that they pay that
Hmm.
they go to their favorite witch to like, hey, get this spell going. Whatever, protect me. Cause they usually give them like charms and protection spells and stuff too. That's crazy. It's a
Dude,
whole
and they,
system.
dude, like their black magic is so deep, right? Like, let's say like you really hate somebody, and then you want to put a curse on them, right? You give them like an item, but then you hide like a curse inside that item. Like for example,
Yeah,
they hide like a little statue of like Jesus Christ with the cross like upside down, all that weird shit, and then
yeah,
they
yeah,
would
yeah.
bury it like let's say like within a mattress. Like, hey, like I'm doing something nice for you. I'm giving you a mattress. But then, next thing you know, if you cut that mattress up, you see like the cursed item in there.
Yeah, in the TV show Supernatural, they have like within like because every now and again our main characters of the show they fight all different types of things, demons, angels, all types of stuff, and even witches too, right? And so there's a like they have this thing called like because when witches do magic, it isn't simply like them shooting out lightning in the show. It's hey, there was some lacrosse situation where somebody like fell into a wood chipper and got chopped up or something, and they would go to that person's house, they'll search around, and sewn inside of their pillow is like a little hex thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they get and that's how they get the ball rolling. It's like they have to place it within your household or something,
Yep.
or on the person or something, because sometimes they'll stitch it in your clothes while you're sleeping
Yes.
at night. Stitch it within your shirt, and next thing you know, you walk around with a hex type of thing on you, and you're just like constantly getting bombarded by like basically just mad. I guess like the the universe turning on you, I guess, or some shit. Like,
Dude,
you
that's
just
so
get killed.
scary,
Like,
man.
it's horrifying, man.
Hmm.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's why I say, dude, treat everybody with kindness, man, because you never know, like, who knows what.
Witch. You never know it's a
Yeah,
witch.
imagine you piss a witch off, like a
Man,
legit, like, fucking certified witch.
ex-girlfriend witch. That would be
Yeah, like, fuck you. Your life's gonna be ruined for the next 10 years.
like, your dick is gonna fall off. Beep.
Uh-huh. Abracadabra.
Oh no.
Hair start falling out. Like, what the hell?
Looking like a cul-de-sac. Like,
Yeah,
just that there's no hair on top, just on the sides.
scary. All right, so another sleep paralysis story. So you ever heard of, like, the smiling thing that's crawling on the ceiling?
No.
People like who sleep on their backs, right? They would get sleep paralysis on their back and they're staring straight at the ceiling. So a Reddit user described waking up and looking at a humanoid being crawling, you know, on the ceiling.
Oh wow.
And then it stops like directly above like their head. And then they look down at them and they just start smiling.
Oh, I can vision that too. That's like that feels like I can. I can imagine like the smile being too many teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just
Yeah.
like an Attack on Titan type face.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine that too. And, that's why I never sleep on my back.
I don't have a specific way I sleep. I just on my side, back, stomach. I really kind of just sleep wherever. I don't do
Yeah.
my back much because I'm not trying to snore up the room, but
I always sleep on my side,
I can.
never on my back. Because I feel like if I
Yeah.
sleep on my back, it's automatic sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah, you opened up for it.
Yep, that's another weird story. People crawling on your ceiling. Man, if I saw that, burn the house
a wrap.
down.
Right. I throw the whole house away. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So another one is the little girl in the hallway. My door is always closed, so I never look at my hallway. But a guy, he posted about waking up in paralysis and seeing like a little girl standing outside his bedroom. He said he thought he was hallucinating until she slowly pointed toward the kitchen and then she disappeared. And then the next morning, their kitchen cabinets were all wide open. If that's true, that's weird, dude.
Right.
Sixth sense
Badass
shit.
ghost. Yeah, right? Oh wow, what was that? Paranormal Activity? That was
Yeah,
that's
the
what
whole fucking drawers opening up, dude. Dude, speaking of like shit happening like in this house, there's one time where I was fully awake watching TV, and then I heard a big bang, like it sounded like a picture frame crashing into the ground. Like it sounded like someone took my picture frame and threw it on the ground, like with force.
Mhm.
And I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Right.
I looked all around the house, nothing. I even went to the attic, nothing happened.
That's scary.
I went to the bathroom, nothing. It happened twice.
And you know what? And it was like a glass with a glass frame. And
Yeah,
everything,
it
right?
sounded
Like
like glass shattering. Cause I was like, "Oh shit, my Bob Lazar autograph poster."
that's what I thought of too.
Yeah,
Swear to God, that was the first thing I thought of when you said you heard some smash. I was like, not that one.
I was like,
That's
"No,
all-
my autograph Bob Lazar Area 51 UFO print
like, I'm gonna shoot this ghost.
autograph,
Limited edition.
dude."
Limited
Yeah.
edition. Yeah, man.
I was like, "What the fuck?" But it sounded like somebody picked something up and threw it with force. That's how loud it was.
That would have scared me.
Dude, my heart was pounding so fast because I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Nothing. It was nothing at all.
Yeah, because that's a very distinctive sound too. That's different from like you hearing a knock or something on the wall or whatever. But something glass shattering, that is,
Yeah.
you know when it happens.
They say like when something like that happens, they said like an entity came like into your space and then they just left. Like they did something. Maybe it was an accident. Like, oh shit, my bad. Like they weren't supposed to do that.
The glass
Or
shatters.
it could be like me in the future. Like something breaking in the future.
Ooh,
That do make sense. Because there
Or
was
it
a
could
lot of
be.
banging like years later where it was like a crashing sound, but somebody did it though. I know who that was, but
Yeah. It's like
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna say
it was
their
a
name,
clean
but
count,
it does something
almost like
did
a
broke.
almost like a it could be like an echo through time or something.
Yeah, I was
Like, you know
like,
what I'm saying?
I was like, damn. I probably fucking hopped like a timeline and I saw kind of like the future, but I didn't see it. I heard
Mm,
what
you
happened.
heard it.
Yeah, but then
Uh,
years later, it actually happened. I was like, that that sounds similar.
exactly like it.
That motherfucker broke that shit. Sound the same.
That's crazy if that's the case,
Yeah,
man. Like you can hear through time,
dude,
or
that
or
dude.
not like as an ability, but you just happen to experience like, oh, I just heard something like a couple years in the future.
You want to know like another creepy story? It's not my story though, but it has something to do with like time travel. So
Yeah.
like this dude, right? He came up with like this radio signal where he said like when he connected the radio signal, right? He heard his voice, but as a younger person talking to his kid when his kid was like 5 years old.
Okay.
But his kid's
Holy shit.
an adult. His kid is like an adult right now, right?
Right.
But he connected like this radio signal to where he heard him talking to his kid when his kid was 5.
Oh,
Yeah, he heard like
wow.
his past self talking to his kid.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Crazy,
There's
right?
a movie similar to this. It's called. You ever heard of this movie called Frequency?
Yeah, it's like
It's,
that.
yeah, it's like that shit. The guy was like on the ham radio and he's like talking to
Uh-huh.
his dad like 20 years in the past or something crazy like that.
Yeah, but like this shit, right? Like the dude, he discovered like that technology, and then the Vatican, they end up funding that little project, that time travel shit. We talked
Okay.
about it before. I forgot about it.
So they got all the cool toys, man.
Yeah, it's like I think it's called like Project something. Project Looking Glass, something like that.
I remember we did talk about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, where they're able to view the past. Like they said they saw Jesus Christ being crucified.
Yeah, yeah, that was that episode. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
what's
yeah,
his
yeah.
name? Like David Basiago. His dad
Yeah,
was
this
in
is
like
like
the
it's in
CIA.
the kid.
Yeah,
It's in
and
the
he
kid,
was a
right?
kid. He was a kid in
Yeah,
that
I
project.
remember
It's like
this.
Project Pegasus, where they were sending a whole bunch of kids to the past, right? Like he said they sent him to the past where before Lincoln got shot, and he said there's proof about him going into the past because somebody actually snapped a picture of him when he was a child in the past, and then he was explaining to them how they put him like in these grown man boots in this weird outfit, and then if you look at the picture, it's like a kid with fucking grown man boots on.
Everything looked too big on him.
Yeah,
Even the hat.
like
I
he
think he's
looked
wearing a
out of
hat too.
place from with the times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
another
Sending
crazy
kids on these
story.
missions.
Yeah, because they said like they sent him on a whole bunch of missions to the past, but then he said when they were sitting in a classroom, like with all the other kids and stuff, they showed him the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, and he said he saw the whole thing like in the video. Like this was back like in the '80s, right? He said that shit looked so real. He was like, "What the hell?" Like just Jesus Christ getting crucified. They showed him, and then everybody's looking at each other in the classroom like, "Is this real? Like what's happening?" And then he also said, like when they put him in that cave after they crucified him,
Yeah.
the resurrection of Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
he said that was real too. He said that did happen. He said like some big ass beam of light came out of that cave. And he said he went somewhere.
With the zombie mode.
Yeah. And this dude, he's not like somebody who's just a conspiracy theorist. Like he's actually like a lawyer. His dad was in the CIA. And he said when he was a kid, he was in those CIA projects. And they put him on all these
Ooh,
missions. He's actually like a lawyer and everything. Like he has like a normal life. And he has so much
man.
detail about like when he was a kid.
A good paying job too, man. I wouldn't blow it. I ain't gonna lie, man. If I was in his shoes, I don't know if I'd be a whistleblower on this. You got a nice job.
Yeah, I mean the reason why they probably didn't kill him because that story is unbelievable. It's not. Who
It's
would
way
believe
out there,
that?
man.
Yeah,
It's
that's
way
that's
out.
pretty far out there.
Cause ain't nobody gonna believe this shit. This like if we take him out, then people will believe it. So just let him
Yeah,
run
like
his mouth.
yeah, you could say all that shit. No one's gonna believe you. Like time travel is not real. All right, so the global similarities that are creepy. Like I was telling you, how everybody around the world they all experience these sleep paralysis experience.
Yeah.
Different culture, but they all go through the same shit, man. Like for example, Japan, they got this thing called kanashibari, which is a spirit-like paralysis attack during the sleep. Same shit, different names. Newfoundland, they have the old hag experience. This is like where all the white people they see the old
Okay.
hag sitting on your chest. Nigeria, like I was saying earlier, they call it like a devil attack during their sleep. They see a demon. Help. This is probably what Jeremy be seeing.
You
Brazil.
Nigerian?
Huh?
You Nigerian?
Yeah, it's Nigerian.
I didn't know that.
What you thought it was?
I mean, Black American.
Black.
Like, no, he's Nigerian descent.
Yeah, Nigerian. Brazil. A crone-like being lurking off rooftops before attacking sleepers. And then modern America, shadow people, alien abductions, demonic visitations.
So even alien abductions would fall in that category of sleep paralysis.
Yeah, because Bob, she was saying earlier, she said she felt like a squishy alien arm because she grabbed the arm of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
alien.
yeah.
Yeah, so
And,
I
and,
think that could be a part of it too. Like when you're in paralysis mode, let's say you're about to get abducted or experimented on, right? They'll
right.
put you in a paralysis mode and, it seems like dreamlike because it's so hard to imagine like you just went through something real. Because they probably
Yeah,
did do
yeah.
something with your body.
I have like this tendency to forget that aliens do still fall within the realm of like supernatural. I always like my brain always seems to like make supernatural stuff like ghost and all this other stuff and separate it from aliens. But then when you look at places like Skinwalker Ranch that has like ghosts and stuff out here, they also have aliens pop up too. So I have a tendency to get them like, oh, they do kind of sometimes cross over into like aliens will cross over into it because what is that damn movie where people were going missing, and it was like, and this lady was trying to investigate. And it was like, well, these aliens are kidnapping them, but there was like these owls outside the room, like it would,
Oh,
like some. But it's a supernatural movie, but it's with aliens though. It feels like this could be a
something of the
haunted movie.
third kind or fourth kind.
Yes. Oh, you're so close. I had something to my tongue too. Encounters of the no, that's not
Encounters
it.
of the third kind.
No, that's a podcast show. Is that
Encounters
it?
of the fourth kind.
Fourth Sense.
It's not
No, I
fourth
said
sense.
Fourth
I
Sense.
know what you're talking about. The owls, they're like a
Yes,
big
the
deal,
owl.
right? They're
Yeah.
outside of the window.
Yes, and they were like communicating. Like basically, the owls were being used by the aliens to watch people and they get inside their heads or something crazy. Oh man,
The fourth
fourth
kind.
kind. Bob says fourth kind. Yes, that's it.
I said it too, but yep.
Oh, you said at the same time. I heard you say something. I didn't know.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
encounters of the fourth kind, so maybe it's just called fourth kind. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I
My
remember
bad.
watching that in the movie
Scary,
theaters.
scary, bro. Scary movie.
I was
Shit
like,
is creepy.
what?
I saw that. I never saw that in theaters. I watched it like on maybe like back when like doing regular cable, like HBO or Showtime one night, and I watched it when I was like, okay, I was like, I always wanted to see it, but I was like, after the trailer, I was like, man, I don't know, look kind of creepy. But then I watched it one night. I only watched the movie one time. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Yeah, I saw
I
it
never
like in the
got it.
theater. It was pretty traumatizing. But another movie that was traumatizing to me, it was Omen 2. I guess it was like a remake.
This is like the new
The
one,
Devil
or
Kid. No, it was old.
yeah, with Damien. Yeah, the crazy kid.
And he
Yeah,
had the 666 on his head.
yeah.
That shit was creepy, man.
Is that the one where he goes to a military school or no?
I can't remember, but all I remember is me being creeped out by that movie.
The first one's the first Omen is a legendary one. That one is man, that kid was awful, and he never like did anything physically to
It
anybody.
sounds
It's just
scary.
that it was just that, especially because it was made in the '70s too, so it had that grind, like the grainy look to it and the music, and then every time, like, and it was never like Damien was doing a thing where he would physically harm people with his hands. It was always like weird things will happen around people next to bodies are just everywhere type
Hmm.
stuff, man. That kid was awful.
Yeah. Bob says, I watched it at home. He downloaded it. She said, is that the one you made me watch? Nope.
Woman too.
I saw this a long time ago. But yeah, back to
Woman.
sleep paralysis. So, like, common triggers where you're more likely to get sleep paralysis if you're under a lot of stress.
I can see that.
Number two, anxiety. If you have like high anxiety, you probably get it. The big one, which was me back in the days, was lack of sleep. I lost a
Mm.
lot of sleep, and then I was like, it makes sense because I was like super tired.
Yeah, yeah.
Another one is sleeping on your back. Irregular sleep schedules. Another one is trauma, and then sleep disorder. So like most of it is about your sleep schedule. Like if
Right.
you're not getting enough sleep, you're probably gonna get sleep paralysis. Like if you're super exhausted, anxiety levels super high, and you're exhausted, you're probably gonna get sleep paralysis. So this is why, like they said lately, more people around the world is getting sleep paralysis like more frequently. And I think a lot of it has to do with them being kept awake by social media, online
Oh,
gaming, like everything that has to do with online. People are staying awake like a lot longer because their brain is
it's glued to
chasing
the
all
phone.
these dopamines online because it's keeping them, engaged with whatever community they're in and shit. And
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of people is like staying awake a whole lot longer. Bob says
yeah,
now I'm medicated. She's medicated.
they even offer advice now saying like, an hour before you go to bed, stay off electronic devices. Like that's how serious they like health organizations have been like with studying the mind and electronics and getting a healthy night of sleep. Is like, hey, phones are keeping people up longer, and people probably should check off their phone an hour before they go to bed. So by the time you go to bed, your brain is already set in like in a mode of where you're not focused, like you're not really so much on your phone or worrying about your phone or anything. So kind of like almost setting kind of like preparing your body, like okay, rest time. So I ain't gonna lie, I don't do that. I don't do that at all. I go to sleep like this. I don't know what's wrong with me. Something's broken in me. I don't know.
Yeah, like my body's weird too. Like I would wake up 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I'll just go back to Instagram, and then something would catch my attention. 30 minutes later, I was like, "Fuck!" I was supposed to be back asleep. And this is
That's why I
why,
got
like, I
to take.
send you guys reels like at 3 or 4 in the morning.
I
These
got
are
one
the
from you like
times.
last night. I was
Yeah,
gonna go to bed like almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was like basically like Billy shared a reel with you. Like I was like, what? I was like, I'm about to
yeah.
go
I
to
was like,
bed,
he should have been asleep.
and I was like, he need to go to work. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was like, but I saw it. I was like, it was so good. I was like, I don't think
I haven't looked at it yet.
I'm gonna come across this again. So I gotta send it immediately.
Yeah, I gotta get back on. I've only been on Instagram like once or twice a day. I've barely been on it. I gotta check it out.
Yeah,
But I
that
did
should
see it
be
pop
getting
up.
me.
I was like,
Like in the middle of the night, I was just trying to take a bathroom break, end up on Instagram for fucking 30 minutes.
man. Yeah, see, I don't do that. I go like if I get up and go to the bathroom, I'm like boom, boom, I'm in and out, I'm back to sleep. Cause I know, cause like the longer I'm up, I can feel myself starting to wake up. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta push this pee out and hop back up in the bed, man. So, but man, I don't like. Does it take you a long time for you to ever go to sleep? Do you have issues like with like how long on average does it take you to think like maybe to go to sleep at night?
Probably 20 minutes.
Mine's probably around that too. Mine's about 20 minutes at max. Probably five to 10, 20 minutes is me. I go to sleep like I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
have nothing on my conscience, so I just sleep easy. But that was
yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, I didn't hurt nobody. Just knock out.
yeah. Like 20, 30 minutes.
And like,
Bob
cause
is 1 hour.
Liz always complains to me about how like I just knock out sleep. It takes her forever to knock out. Me, I'm like, I don't know. I think I daydream a lot, so I'm like, I don't like when I was time for me to go to sleep. News, the world, everything. I'm like, done. I really don't want to think.
Oh, shut down.
Yep, yep.
Dude, I wish my brain was like that. Just fall asleep anywhere. My cousin's like that. That motherfucker can fall asleep to anything, dude.
Man, I've slept through. I'm the same way too. I slept through an earthquake one time. When I was in the military, we were standing in formation, like at attention. I fell asleep in formation, standing up. The guy
Dude,
behind me bumped.
speaking
The
of,
guy behind me bumped into me. I was like, "Oh shit, my man, we moving again?"
dude, that reminds me, like when I used to work, like in one of the office buildings, right, where they just had us crunching numbers or whatever. Dude, I would fall asleep in my cubicle, right, with my eyes open, and I heard myself snoring while I was working, dude, and drool coming out of my mouth. Dude, that shit was so embarrassing. I was like, is this happening right now? Like, I heard myself snoring, like, loud.
Damn, that's when you slept real good. You like, oh man,
I was like, this job is not for me. I can't
I knew
just be
someone that
sitting here. Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, I can't do no shit like that.
it's crazy. I knew a guy that fell asleep one time with his eyes wide open, but he was going through something very stressful in his life, and I think it's like his wife left him or something like that, and took the kid and everything like that, and he like fell asleep with his eyes open one night, just like looking at the ceiling, and like we were doing like this, and I found out years later when I looked it up, it's like if you were like there's times where your body gets stressed so much when it's time to go to bed, you just shut down before your eyes even like closes. You're just like, I gotta check out. He's just looking straight ahead like a porcelain doll or something.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's crazy, man. The brain's wild, man. The brain
The
is
brain is
something.
wild. Like, speaking of that shit, right? Have you ever experienced any sleepwalking?
When I was a kid, I did. When I was a kid, I don't remember this obviously, but I'm like my parents told me the next day that one night out I had to be like maybe 8 or 9 or something because I was still riding like I still had like a helmet on, riding a bike and stuff. I was still like a
Damn.
kid.
A 3-wheeler?
But yeah, right, yeah, and I don't even know if I even had like training wheels on the bikes. I might have been a little older than that, but actually it might have been like on training wheels. But anyways, so I I woke up like my parents told me the next day, like, hey, like, how you doing, sleepyhead? I'm like, I'm doing good. They're like, well, like you were sleepwalking last night. I was like, for real? They're like, yeah, you were standing at the top of the steps, holding your like putting your helmet on, and saying like you had to go somewhere, and you was trying to leave the house.
What?
I don't know, man, but I was like ready to go, man. To I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go somewhere. They're like, wait, and my parents knew automatically that I was sleepwalking. They was laughing like, hey, Chris, because they say when you sleepwalk, you're not supposed to wake somebody up. So my parents, I guess, just didn't do anything with me. They just watched me at the top of the steps, standing there like a creepy ass kid holding a helmet. And they're like, Chris, where you going? Where do you think you're going? He's like, I gotta ride somewhere. And I was just like,
We got a ride at noon.
it's time to ride. You know, right? It's time to let's roll. But yeah, eventually I just went back upstairs and I went to bed on my own. And then I don't
Damn.
remember none of that. Yeah, I don't know what could be
Dude,
stressful for an 8-year-old. So, but I was
I
ready.
have like a similar story, but it wasn't me sleepwalking. But I remember my brother Robert sleepwalking, and I remember him getting up off the bed, right? I think we were sleeping on a sofa bed at this time, and he walked straight to where the dumpster was at, the trash can in the kitchen, and he peed in the trash can. He thought it was a toilet.
And
And
I've
then
heard
my
kids
mom
being
slapped his ass. Slapped his ass and be like, you go pee over there. Because I don't think my mom know anything about sleepwalking. She just thought he was being a dumb kid.
silly. Like
She was like, oh, and then I saw everything. I was like, damn.
sleepwalking, that's white people shit. You better stop.
Yeah, I was like, that was the first time I ever saw somebody went through sleepwalking.
I've never seen anybody sleepwalk before, but to hear that I did when I was a child, even now as an adult, it still creeps me out. I was like, man, my body was like on straight up autopilot. And
Yeah.
I could have been like murdered the whole family. I would have remembered.
Bob said that's how Jara is now. Wait, Jara sleepwalks? Type
Oh
that whole story. Because I'm gonna tell you another story about sleepwalking while Bob is typing up her story.
yeah,
So I have a friend, right, who sleepwalks. He's an adult, he's older than me and everything, he has a family and everything, right? He
right.
told me like he has to have a lock inside his bedroom that locks like from the inside
Oh,
because he is prone to have sleepwalking experience, right?
that's dangerous right there. That's a
That
dangerous
is very
kind.
dangerous. So
Yeah.
let me tell you. his story is freaking crazy, man. Like, he had this one story where he says he sleepwalked, right? And he's running through like the forest. And this is already like the door is already locked inside his bedroom, so he can't even get out unless you have a
Right.
key to get out. You need a key to get out, actually. And he said while he was running through the woods and everything, right? And then he said he woke up that same morning and he looked at his bedroom, right? In his bed, a bunch of leaves and dirt on his bed, like he's been wandering around in the forest. But the door has never been unlocked because you need a key. You need a key to actually go out.
Shit, he got out somehow. So,
And somehow he got out because his bed is filled with leaves and dirt.
damn, he went on an adventure. That's what he
Dude,
went.
this is the same dude that told me he had a dream where he was in a club in China, right? Big ballers in China in a club, right?
Right.
And he said he showed off to his people saying like, all right, let me up you guys one by putting a cigar and burning it on his chest, like just to show his masculinity. Like, oh, I'm big dog. I'm not scared of nothing. And he burns like a cigar on his chest, right? In his dream. He woke up that same night, right? He has a circle scar in the middle of his chest. And he showed me a picture of it. You know what the weird part about that picture?
What's
It looked
that?
like that scar healed up already. Like it's just what you call it? Calluses or whatever? What you call it?
Yeah, scabbing up, I guess, or
Yeah.
whatever.
I was
Yeah, I
like,
understand.
what the hell? Because he said when he had that dream and he was at the club, he said everybody looked at him weird, like he didn't belong in the club. But they
He had a
knew
proof
like how did this guy get access to this place? And I'm thinking it's a real place in a different reality where the few can gain access to.
access to it.
And he
Yeah,
was like the anomaly or the glitch where he actually ventured out there through one of his dreams. What did
yeah,
Bob say?
man. Okay, so Bob says he would just get up, and this is talking about Jar. He would just get up and starts wandering around. We be thinking that he's trying to pee, and he will be screaming at him,
Damn.
and we can't hear us at all. He'll walk into walls while trying to direct him to the bathroom. Then he just goes back to sleep. Oh
Damn.
man, oh, he be
So-
he be he be getting some action and
Yeah, so like that's like the same shit my brother Robert went through.
damn.
But see,
Runs
like
in the
back then,
family.
my mom, she's not about that games. They're trying to figure out what's happening. No, she's like, man,
Stop faking.
slap, get your fucking ass into the bathroom. Like that's it. But see, like like Bob and Jeremy, they're trying to figure that shit out. Like, damn, what's really happening in Augusta High School? Like, why
I
is
don't
he
handle
behaving like that in a sleepwalking? Like, how dangerous is it to wake somebody up from sleepwalking?
I heard it can be pretty violent. They'll like it might hurt themselves, fall down some steps, stab you.
Like physically
you
is
gotta
like probably wild, but like how is it like mentally? Like, would it affect you like in the long term?
I know for me, like when somebody wakes me up out of my sleep, I feel like I'm trying to like boot up, like I'm like, stop talking to me, give me a second. I'm trying to like, okay, I'm trying to, I'm plugged back into reality, man. What do you want? Why'd you wake me up? So I imagine if I'm like that, laying down in bed, I'll probably go ape shit especially if I'm out there in the street somewhere and they're like, hey, Chris, wake up. I'm like, I'm outside and it's raining. Like,
Damn, that's scary.
that would be, oh my God. I'd be worried if I killed somebody. Like, cause I imagine like for me,
Dude.
especially I've been to like many parties I've gotten drunk and I've woken up the next day and I didn't remember anything. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope I didn't hurt anybody. And that's how it would feel like if I had like on this level of sleepwalking, man. I killed somebody. I
That's
know I did.
terrifying, dude. I had that experience one time when I was on acid. I thought I killed somebody.
That's scary, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll tell you that story right after what Bob say. She said it happens more than once, like once in a while. She's talking about Jara.
Okay, dang, it's a routine.
Yeah. So this dude, I think he goes through that because Probably like high stress, anxiety levels online, like going through like a lot
Probably.
of who knows what the hell he's looking at online. So that probably ties into stress levels. So this is why these kids now they're like stressing out.
Sleepwalking.
Yeah, stressing out, sleepwalking. Like who
I
knows?
mean,
But they're looking at a whole bunch of information that they shouldn't be looking at.
yeah, and also too, like if you play games online, like even me as an adult, I can only play like online games sparingly because it gives me high anxiety levels. Because I get to a point where like that's why I like slow down watching sports like football and stuff because it pushes my anxiety to a max. Where like, damn, is my blood pressure rising because of this? I might have to chill out a little bit. And I imagine if it does that for me as an adult, that as a child, and you're actually playing on a constant basis, and you're trying to keep up with the leadership board and everything like that, it's probably stressful as hell, man. You're like fighting the whole world for that number one spot.
Yeah, it has to be.
Probably burns you out as a child.
Damn, what was that story I was about to say? Oh
I'm
yeah, the thought of killing somebody.
yes, because that's
So this happened to me, right? It happened after an acid trip. I did like a heavy acid trip, right? And the person I did it with, uh, she left the house, right?
yeah.
And I didn't know where she went, so I was like, mm, I'm scared right now because I'm so high on acid, where
Yeah.
I was scared to even leave the room because I didn't know how to
Mhm.
walk. That's how scared I was.
Yeah.
I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you. Bless you.
Oh, it went away. Ugh. Anyways,
It's like it comes
yeah.
out the
Oh,
other end.
this is like when I'm peaking, already peaking on an acid trip, right? And then I was trying to look for her. I went to the hallway. I look at the ground. You know what I saw? That's
What?
so scary. I saw blood
Oh
on like the ground. I was like, all I saw was blood. And then my first thought, I was like, holy shit, I killed somebody.
man.
And then my
Immediate
fucking
reaction.
heart start pounding like crazy. I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. I was like, I fucked up, I fucked up, I killed somebody. I thought I killed her, dude. That's how crazy it was.
Man, I think that is a very normal reaction too. To coming out of
I convinced myself that I did it because I saw the blood on the ground, right? And then I opened the front door, and then I saw her out there. I was like, what the fuck are you doing out here?
you good?
I was like, I was so vulnerable. I was like, and then you want to come out here on your own? I was like, get in the house. I was like, and then I looked back at the
Man.
ground, no blood. It's like my
Oh,
brain created the worst case scenario.
plot twist.
Yeah,
That's,
dude,
like, where's the
my
blood,
heart was
man?
pounding so fast because I convinced myself that I did this shit already. That was the scariest shit. That I was like, that's why like when I had that acid experience, remember I told you I was like, all right, let me be the guinea pig, and then
Mhm.
I'll tell you if this shit is even worth it. Because I
Yeah.
wanted you to try it too, but after I tried it for the first time,
He's like,
I
nah,
was
I'm
like,
good.
no, Chris, do not take
Abort.
acid. It's too strong. It's too much. Even though the end experience was freaking magical, I saw so much fucking awesome shit. That's something hard for like a soul to take, like a living soul to experience that while you're still alive. It's very hard, dude.
And it
Like that
looks, it's
shit
not
is
like this
so
feels
heavy,
alive.
it's so deep. Like shit. It's scary.
It sounds
Acid
like
is
it is,
scary.
man.
Yeah.
I, even just off the name alone, I'm like, ah, nah, this sounds scary. Shit.
Yeah. Take shrooms. That's more it's more easy.
It's user friendly.
Yeah, you see real shit too, but it's like if you want that shit to end, you just open your eyes.
All right, it's nothing like
Acid, you open your
violent.
eyes, it's still happening. It's still you're still in
Oh
the
my
zone.
god,
That shit
the
don't
T
end,
Rex is
dude.
still there.
That's why they say when you're having like a super bad trip, they say the way to counter it, you gotta take a downer, which is like an antidepressant. So if you take one of those emo pills, boom, it'll snap you out that shit. Your trip will end immediately.
Yeah, Yeah, I've seen people like drink. I've seen people get shit faced drunk and then do some cocaine at the end of the night just to balance it out. It's like you're
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
trying to swing to the other side of the spectrum. I'm like,
yeah,
gee,
dude, yeah, yeah. You see, like people take like Adderall, and then at night they'll take like an Ambien.
crazy, bro. That's suicide. But that's too much.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
That's too
Take
much. It's too
Adderall like
extreme, man.
for the day, and then boom, you take a tranquilizer at night, fucking knock you out like an elephant.
I'd be scared if I wouldn't. I'd be. That's too much. Man. I'd be scared I wouldn't wake up. Like, there's.
Yeah, but then can you imagine like the people that's on like antidepressants, which is like a whole lot of Americans is on that shit.
A whole lot, man. A ton.
That's a whole
Ton.
rewiring your brain, basically.
Yeah, and I think it might be good for some people, but some people it's like it might be too much for them or something. I don't know. I'm no expert on it.
It's weird because it definitely does something to the brain, dude.
Oh yeah, it
Bob
does a
says
lot of
it took me a
chemicals.
while to get knocked out. She says I did that the other day. Did what? Some antidepressants?
Adderall.
Oh, she did do Adderall the other day. Adderall
Oh,
that
for
I
real?
gave her like 5 years ago.
It was still good
Yeah, dude, that shit doesn't expire, even though it says it expire.
for legal
Those
purposes.
medicines don't expire. Cause I remember
Not.
I took Ritalin that was like 10 years old. They're like throw it away. I was like, what it look like to you? I took that shit. I was like,
It never goes bad, man. I
it
had like
still
malaria
hit.
pills.
That shit still hit.
I had malaria pills for like 15 years from the military because we were traveling overseas. Like, hey, keep his malaria pills, and I never used them when I was in Iraq. But I had like a bottle of malaria pills, like, but like some kind of like if you catch like, I guess like you're supposed to take the pills, and then once your body gets adjusted, it's supposed to combat malaria if you catch it. I don't know. I ain't never take it, so I don't know.
Damn.
I think in storage I got like a bottle of like malaria pills just chilling, military grade.
Keep it for the community. What else we got? Like we really went deep in this sleep paralysis.
Oh, I kind of figured this was gonna be the whole episode right here. This is kind of like right up our lane right here.
Wait, Bob said she took those, the malaria pills.
The malaria pills?
Why would she take that for?
Mine was handed through me through a military pharmacy, and I didn't even like. I didn't want to take them. I was like, oh, I don't want to.
Bob take any pills. I remember like we were at the hospital when my dad got admitted to the hospital that same day. I had some kratom on me, right? And Bob, she never took kratom before, and I was like, I got kratom like for the hospital visit, and
Yeah.
Bob, she doesn't even question it. She just takes the pill. I'm like,
Oh, oh.
I was like, that's my dude right there. She should
It's
don't
some
ask no
boss
question.
shit.
She just take that shit. I was like, that's what's up.
You're only supposed to take one.
She's like,
Like,
so what does it do? I was like,
I don't feel it yet.
I was like, I don't know. It's supposed to make you feel better.
We're
It's
supposed to be
supposed to,
working.
uplift you and shit.
So I don't think it's
She did
working.
not question that shit. She just,
That's it. She's like,
I
that's
just
what
put it
did.
in her hands and she just took it. I was like, damn. And then I tried to
yeah,
trick her. I was
what-
like, plot twist, you just took 2 mollies.
She said she gave me two
Yeah, I gave her 2.
and no water. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. That's why, like, like next week we're trying to do what's that? The Renaissance Festival. Bob was like, "Are we gonna get some Molly for that?" I told
That'd be a
Leon,
good
I was
time.
like, "Hey, well, let's get that Molly connection." I told Leon, I was like, "Could we get like 10 pills? 10 Molly pills, like not
Yeah,
for
I'll
just
do-
one night, but just for like the year."
Yeah,
For
right. Yeah,
events
right.
throughout the year, right? So I was like, okay, we're gonna take one. Everybody take one for the Renaissance Festival, and then maybe Dream Hack that day if everybody wants to do Dream Hack. Dude, that would have been an epic Saturday off of
Man,
one
yeah.
Molly pill.
Yeah, because you said, cause I told Melissa about DreamHack yesterday. She said, did you want to go to it? I was like, I think I gotta do something with my mom because Mother's Day. I ain't buying her a
Oh
gift.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I gotta take her out to dinner or something. I gotta do something because I have like no plans. I just remember yesterday Mother's Day was this Sunday. I was like, oh
yeah.
God, way to go, son of the year. You fucking up. So I gotta see. I might have to take her to dinner that night, but I want to go to DreamHack, man. I haven't been in years, many years.
DreamHack is fun because they have all like these retro arcades from Japan.
Oh, that's dope.
Yep. I just want to go to get the DreamHack shirt because that shit it looks cool, man. It says DreamHack 2026, and then the bottom says Atlanta.
Oh,
I
that's
was like, I want
dope.
that shirt. I would pay $60 to go there just to get that shirt.
Have you guys ever been to Renaissance Festival before?
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, I went. I went last year with was it last year? Oh my God, that was 2 years ago now. Jesus Christ, time flies. I went 2 years ago because last time I went, my dad was still here. So I went with him and my mom and my sisters and all that. We all went, and then I haven't. But before then, the time I went was like elementary school. Like it was like a massive gap in between it, man. But it's fun, man. I can't wait to eat some damn funnel cake. That's what I'm trying to get. Some fried
Yeah.
Oreos,
Oh, they
pork
got
chop on a
like those
stick,
costumes, right, where you can rent out and it goes over your clothes.
like a Coke or something, or like a.
No, like the Renaissance costumes.
I don't because like when I went last year, there were people dressed up, but it seemed like it was like some DIY stuff. They were like some people were like you could tell they did it at home, but not in a bad way. It's like they put a lot of detail and care in it. And like, man,
Yeah.
you can. This
Yeah,
is
they do that too. But I know
so
like
I'm
they have
featuring Ken.
yeah, they have like the section where you could just rent out Renaissance clothing.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It was always like
I,
that.
didn't know. I had no idea. I
I
just walked
think
around as
Leon's
like,
gonna do it with his wife.
oh word. They married now?
They married.
Oh, congratulations, Leon. I had no idea.
Is it official married? But if it's not official, they're pretty much married.
Shout out to them. Congratulations. Bob says, I think the last time we went was with you, Chris. What?
That
I don't
sounds
remember that.
wrong.
Maybe it was another black guy.
Yeah,
Was
because I
Travis?
never went with you.
Was it Travis? Was it Brandon?
Yeah.
It was one of those.
That's about it for today. Like we did our time.
Yeah, man, we clocked in, did the work.
Clocked in. Let's go.
Yeah, it
The
was a good one.
latest episode we'd ever did, 10:42 on Eastern time.
Man, the last time we did something this late, I think I was still living in Georgia, and that was a
Yeah.
long time ago then.
Oh, she was talking about DreamHack. Yeah.
That's last time y'all went?
No, I went one more time after that.
Oh, oh yeah,
But then
DreamHack.
like
Yeah, I
we
was
went
thinking
so
after that.
much.
Yeah,
Like went to DreamHack, MomoCon, and it's all so similar. I don't even know what is what no more.
just a convention now.
Yeah, because it's pretty much the same. But DreamHack is like professional shit. Like it's like
Yeah.
high quality convention.
Oh wow. So it's been a minute. Well, for Bob anyway, it's been a minute since y'all that she been. Yeah, that was the last time I went. That was like 6, 7 years ago. I don't know. That was before
Yeah, it's cool
COVID.
because they
That's how
have like
long ago.
all the computers, right? And then, dude, we could just rent that shit out, and then we could just play Rivals there the whole time,
Oh, that'd be dope. I
like
think I
all
get on.
together, sitting at the fucking good computers playing Rivals at like 240 frames per second. Come on,
Ooh, good for the
everything is
eyes, man.
smooth.
Right? It's good for
Nobody's
the.
complaining about their mouse being too whacked out.
Bob says DreamHack is way different than MomoCon.
But yeah, it's more professional. It's more money involved because DreamHack, I think it started like overseas somewhere, like London or England, some shit like that, Scotland.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
He
I
said
might be off, but it's not originally from here.
And MomoHack is that MomoCon is
That's just like the
that
Georgia
pretty
shit.
solid? Oh wow.
But it's similar to DreamHack. Like they have all the old school Japanese cabinets,
Oh nice.
tournaments.
So they got something going on there.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it like next week.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll catch you guys.
Oh, I'll be out of town next week. This
We'll
next
catch you guys in
Friday.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, the 15th is next. Friday.
2
Bless
weeks.
you.
Thank you.
No problemo. Damn, 2 weeks. Yeah, it is. Shit.
Yeah. So we'll take next week off because Chris is gonna be here next week. So
Yeah, live, baby,
we'll
in Atlanta.
take a week off. Yeah, catch you guys in 2 weeks. Peace out. Adios.
See you guys.